an issue as such, which is always prevalent in masjids. When people recite the Quran, they put their backs to the wall and they extend their feet. That is, they extend their legs with their feet directed to the Qiblah. And maybe their feet is directed to a place where the Quran is put there and collected. The elders usually come and scold him. You're not supposed to do this. This is disrespectful. This is haram. If your parents were in front of you, would you have done this? If your elders were there, would you put your feet like this? And they give a lot of examples and explanations. With all due respect, again, we have to go to the Quran and to the Sunnah. Is there anything that states or indicates that it is not permissible? Not at all. Is there anything that insinuates that it is not recommended, it's disliked, it's makruh? Not at all. So what to do? Generally speaking, if you're sleeping, the sunnah is to sleep on your right hand side while facing the Qiblah. But if you don't do that and you decide to sleep with your feet towards the Qiblah, this is totally permissible. Because in order for me to say that this is disliked, in this case, I have to provide the evidence from the Quran and the Sunnah. Stating that it is simply disrespectful or that you would not have done the same thing with your parents is not an evidence. There are so many things I would not do in front of my parents, which I would probably do elsewhere. For example, if I am going around the Kaaba, the sunnah is to leave the Kaaba to my left, not to face it. So if my father is speaking to me and I give him my side and I don't face him, this is disrespectful. You cannot have this analogy and put it together and claim that this is respectful, this is disrespectful, because the sunnah tells us that it is prohibited to face or to give your back to the Qiblah while answering the call of nature. Full stop. It did not come in other forms to tell us that, well, you're not supposed to do so and so and so and so, facing or giving you back to the Qiblah as well. Only in answering the call of nature, whether you're urinating or defecating. It did not come to us and say, well, if you pass wind, you must not be facing the Qiblah or giving you back to it. So if someone wanted to pass wind and then he redirects himself, again, this is an innovation, because you're inventing something in Islam which is not part of it. So people should expand the way they think and broaden their way of deciding whether it is halal or haram, so that it fits like a glove with what the Quran and the Sunnah tell us, instead of inventing things and coming up with things that are baseless, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best.